Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Beorning, and we are here at Candade's camp, and let's see what he has to say when I tell him about the new mission.
So the time has come at last.
The time has come at last to stand with Aragorn, son of Arathorn, my lord and the chieftain of the Dunedain. In my heart I knew the day would come, for as the shadows have lengthened, the need for Aragorn to accept his mantle has become all the more pressing. I have come to love the lands between the Forsaken Inn and the Last Bridge, and it will grieve me to leave them. But I will do so. I will join the great company and travel south as you have asked. While I make ready to leave, will you retrieve the hidden cache of supplies I prepared some time ago? I left a sword, some gloves, and a few other supplies northeast of here, atop a small rise called Ekadsul, in the shade of a tree. Recover this cache and bring it back to me, for I will have need of it in the lands to the south. Alright, let's go to Ekadsul. Assuming I could figure out the best way to get there. Right up there, that little hill there. I don't know why I'm worried about the Kraband attacking me, since that's a level, 15, 20 bird? They're probably about a level 20 bird. I guess I could always check. Hey, mobs hit around level 20. Alright. Level 22 bird is unlikely to attack a level 65 character. So let's not worry about that. Let's just get up to Ekadsul and find out where this cache may be. Oh. Completed Weathertop Exploration. Well, it's nice to finish that deed. It's probably been half past forever for me to complete that one. Alright. Hello there.
Looks like you might be easy pickings.
What are you looking at? It seems to me that these lands should be big enough for you to find a path that takes you out of my sight, little one. You like this sword? Found it, I did. And these gloves and a few choice other items. Sometimes you find these little caches in the wild, left by rangers, I suspect. Easy pickings, if you ask me. Looks like you might be easy pickings too. I'll be taking your gear and your coins, friend, without a fight or with one. All the same to me. Well, then why did you attack first if it's all the same to you? Ha! Sounds to me it's not the same to you. You wanted it to fight no matter what. Bah! Well, there you go. Alright, well, I've got the goods back. And I keep my goods. How about that? That is a fair compromise. Well, okay, maybe not compromise is not the right word, considering that he's no longer around to raise a complaint or anything like that. But alright, let's head back down here. Oh. Up this way then? And up around here. Yes, that's right. I could even get lost in this quick little journey. How about that? Nothing new to that, is it? Alright, let's head off. And see what he has to say. Alright, here are your things.
I'm pleased to have these items back. Thank you.
I would have been willing to part with the contents of the cache pine claw. Items hidden in the wild, once found, should go to their finders. But once Arstug sought to use my items to rob you, as far as I am concerned, he gave up the right to them. I am pleased to have them back. Thank you. Alright, I can either get the nice little heritage rune or a map to Breeland. Well, since I have a return to Bree, I might as well take the heritage rune.
We will have need of Cyrodiil's calming wisdom on the road south.
You should next bring your message to Cyrodiil in Breeland. He is more settled than most of my kin, but no less a vital part of the Grey Company. We will have need of Cyrodiil's calming wisdom on the road south, and though we may need of haste, so too do we need to keep our wits about us. Too often can the hasty road lead to carelessness. Cyrodiil will help prevent this. Look for him in the cabin near the town of Bree, in Breeland. He lives east of Thornley's worksite in the northern Bree fields. It is true we don't know what we will find as we ride south. I look out on these lowlands and wonder what will happen when we have gone. But this is something we must do. Each of us has sworn an oath to Aragorn, our chief, and none of us will break that oath. We know the risks. None of us will join the Grey Company if we felt its errand was not important enough to brave those risks. For my part, I will not give in to fear of the unknown. We all have our role to play, and I only hope that when I have played mine, the world would have been better for my having been in it. And that quote becomes more important later on, but we won't worry about that now. Does he have
What do you need?
Forsaken Inn and Estil Den? Alright. I just want to make sure he didn't have one to Cyrodiil's house, since we originally get to hear from a ride from Cyrodiil's house. Not that I've ever really completed the ride before, because I tend to get off at a campsite halfway through, but that little ride is helpful in getting into the area. Alright, let's go to Bree. And to the west gate, and we could take a little ride.
How can I be of service?
Okay, I'll take the ride to Hengstacer Farm and then just get out when we pass by Cyrodiil's house. And that'll make things nice and done. Alright. And here we are back in the Breelands where we did our questing. Ooh, so long ago. Some 45 levels ago. That's a long time. And of course, nobody has moved because all this was done back in the days before phasing. And phasing becomes, well, starting around Volume 3 where we are now is where phasing starts to become an important part of the game. And of course, they did that because they needed the Grey Company to keep on moving without making everything look ridiculous with them all being all over. Now, Cyrodiil, of course, I don't think moves from his cabin, but we have the other places where they will be moving as needed. Alright. And we can dismount here. And speak with Cyrodiil without having to worry about this bear or anything like that. Now remember, I'm a Beorning. I'm not supposed to be killing bears, right? I know, that's my own rule, nobody else's. Okay, here we go. Hello, Cyrodiil. The Grey Company, I mean the Rangers of the North, are gathering to form the Grey Company under the request of Aragorn.
Aragorn has need of us, and that is all we need know.
I see, Pineclaw. I will travel south with as many of the Dunedain as can be gathered in haste. Aragorn has need of us, and that is all that we need to know. I fear for the people of this land, Pineclaw, without the Dunedain to protect them. Great numbers of an unruly sort have already come to Bree, and the brigands of the countryside will have no want of members while the rangers are not around to keep their ranks in check. I will make ready to depart. While I do so, will you speak with Bartleman at the Prancing Pony? He does not think much of the Rangers, but I would have you ask him to take especial care of his inn and the town for the next several months, if it comes to that. He will not understand, but I want him to have at least some warning of the troubles that may lie ahead in store for Bree. All right, let's go and warn the innkeeper. Now, I notice it's the innkeeper that we warn rather than the guard captain or anything. Well, I guess the guard captain will say, well, we are plenty enough. We don't need the rangers around here. Well, Parliament Butterbur probably says the same thing. But that is the matter. Parliament Butterbur is a civilian, I guess, and they figure the guards are going to be hopefully staying alert after what's been going on lately anyway. So perhaps that is a reasonable choice then. Alright, I could cut by across the countryside since I don't have to worry about the bears and the boars coming after me as they come along here. It's starting to rain. Oh, fun. Now, you'll notice that there is nobody here at the moment. At least not until we get to the gate. And you'll understand why I'm pointing that out in a moment. But first, I would like to come up here and head over to the Prancing Pony, which will be this way. I mean, the Prancing Pony, that is a place that is hard to miss. That is probably the largest landmark in the area. Well, I guess I could check to see if there's anything large. Right? The town hall is also fairly large. There we go. A Prancing Pony. Hello, Mr. Butterer.
Will you look at me, going on and on like this?
That fellow Sheridan does come to the pony from time to time, and we talk about the state of things in Bree. Not as often as I'd like, of course. For every moment of peace are 10 things that need doing, and no way to make them all fit in the time available. Still, I do what I can, and I wouldn't trade the pony for anything. Folks say that Sheridan's a ranger, but if he is, he's more respectable than most. Has a cabin near the Bree, you know, and even spares a smile for his neighbors, which is more than I could say for some others of that kind. Oh, will you look at me, going on and on like this? There's no time for idle chatter. There are foodstuffs sitting in one of the parlors that needs to be brought up here for preparing. Oh, will you go and fetch them? Apples, pears, mushrooms. You'll see the crate, and with that you will, and you could bring a big help to me, if you hurry. Alright, let's go and let's get some foodstuffs here. Here we go, some produce that will make some nice dinners, I guess, for the patrons of the inn. Good. You might be getting ready to start dinner. I mean, they're probably already... Well, actually, no, this looks like about time to prepare lunch. Alright, good. The apples and pears make a delicious cobbler. Now bring the next set. Alright. The next set. And what do we have here? Ooh, what's this? Oh, alright. It's some mushrooms. Yes, some mushrooms. Some hobbits will like that. That plate of mushrooms smells terrible. Or maybe it's you. Wonderful. Everyone needs a critic. Oh, very good. Thank you. I have to order these mushrooms already. Now, bring me the next. Well, if you got an inn with several hobbits in it, I can understand why there will be some orders for mushrooms. Alright, what can we get out of here? Alright, oh, a pumpkin. Alright. I've seen bigger pumpkins grown by orcs. What a pitiful thing. There's always one in the crowd. Ah, there it is. A fine pumpkin, that one.
Some rude types have come to Bree lately.
Thank you. You've been a great help to me today, and I won't forget it. So much to do, so very much to do, but you're welcome to stay as long as you like. Join the company, sing a song, warm yourself by the fire. It is one more thing, actually. He There have been a few rude types come to the breed lately, and they've been scaring off some of the town folk who like to come to the pony for a night. Regular visitors, you know. Good folk who come in for a spot of ale and for some cheer. Do you think you might have a word with the fellow on the table there? Drud, I think his name is, and he's a coarse sort. Maybe you can encourage him to finish his mug of beer and find somewhere to go for the night. Only he hasn't rented any lodges here, and I'd just as soon he took his loud friend somewhere else. I would tell him myself, but there is so much to do. Right, okay, well, let's see what he has to say. Hey, you there, are you finished yet?
There'll be changes around here, I don't mind telling you.
Yeah, what did you say to me? I have as much right to this table as anyone here. More so once the rest of my friends get here. Oh, there will be changes around here, I don't mind telling you. Are you still here? You've made me mad and now you're going to pay for it. I will see you outside by the north gates of Bree if you have any courage at all. We won't be bothered there. I will teach you a lesson about respecting Uchtrude. Well, okay. And his boys, a lesson this whole town is going to have to learn. I'll see you outside. Alright, well, let's go and see this guy. And see what he has to say. And I don't mind telling you that I am going to give this rather rude type what for. And let's see what he has to say after I do that. Alright, let's get on around here. Alright, let's see. Well, maybe that wasn't the best way of doing this. But the roads do meet up in the end. Yes, but don't ride through the bushes! It's not good for the horse when you ride through the bushes. Alright. And how about that? There's suddenly, here he is. He's come outside. Even though he wasn't here before, so facing to help.
There'll be changes around here, I don't mind telling you.
I didn't think you shut up, Pineclaw. We're going to own this town in a couple of weeks, and that fat innkeeper in there will have to beg for table scraps from Uchtred and his boys, just like you'll never to beg for mercy in a few minutes. Ha! I may even grant it. Maybe. And then again, I may not. Whoa, were you expecting a bear by any chance? I could make it unbearable for you. Mercy, mercy, mercy! Oh, good grief. What if this is weak and what if it's strong? Yeah, the one who's running away is the one who's weak. Good grief. Brigands. They just don't know when to shut up. Well, I think that's through with him. So let's head back to the Saradin's house and see what we've got. We will find that place eventually. I wonder, do I have any of those? This character doesn't seem to have much in the way of horse speed buffs, which is one of those things that I commonly get on some of my other characters. Some of my other characters have them coming out of their ears. Alright, here we go. Okay, done.
I was right to worry then.
I feared it was so. Very few of these people know of the safety they feel is a result of the tireless work of the Dunedain. And yet our road must take us south, into lands far away from the well-meaning proprietor of the Prancing Pony. He may not trust rangers, but my people are no less fond of him and a simple life than they are of their own sons and daughters. I hope this town and his inn will remain safe until we return. If return we can. Alright. I'll just grab a map of the Shire, and that's where I'll meet you.
Holros loves the Shire and its people.
I will take it upon myself to gather several others of the Dunedain that may be found in Breeland. But you should make your way to the Shire. At the camp in the green fields you should find Halros. Halros loves the Shire and its people, and has watched over them for many years. It may not be easy for him to leave them, even upon the errand as urgent as that of the Great Company. And we will therefore head for him in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Beorning.